Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and we're gonna try this again. We've had two readings today where I had to end it right away because of no sound. So let me know if it's still having an issue. But we've got a reading today about karma, and the title, of course, being Lady Justice Craves Vengeance. We've got the Tower indicating that we've got, I think, a removal from leadership of people who have overstayed their welcome. And that power or leadership position is being given to somebody or people who have been educating themselves as to what kind of approach they should take in a situation like that. So it's like a changing of the guard, right? Like this could even refer to like elections for some situations, but more specifically, there's somebody here who's kind of fighting the fact that it's time for them to move on. Let's call it Spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to continue with the Egyptian tarot. I've always felt like this one in particular seems to pick up themes of karma or justice quite well. So we have the Lovers in the reverse and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels like an unfair fight. Somebody with like their finger on the scale in terms of a selection or nomination process, making it so that nobody else could be selected, or putting fear into the equation in terms of whether or not other people would feel comfortable nominating somebody else or supporting somebody else. It's with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse in particular, I'm feeling like there was something unfair here, like nobody would be chosen even if they were worthwhile. And then with the Page of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, I'm getting a vibe of somebody who likes to keep their enemies very close to them. So there's a lot of information sharing going on, but it's really meant to keep somebody in power as opposed to, like make people feel welcomed or like they have the opportunity to take over at some point. We have the Sun in the reverse and the stars, but there was an unexpected victor here, somebody who entered the chat and had some unforeseen skills or talent that make them a bit impervious to whatever these games are that have been played to keep this person or people in power. So there's somebody here who's meant to upset the apple cart. Six of Wands in the reverse, and we've got somebody, probably the person who's in power, thinking that they have no chance at losing, finding themselves eventually admitting they might actually lose this battle. All right, we're going to grab a few from the Golden Lenormand. The stars again. I just had that from the Egyptian tarot, of course. This can be about vocational dreams or, like how you want your life to be. And then we've got the owls coming out to signify that we've got communication regarding some sort of desire pertaining to what you do, like your dream job, right? There's somebody here who's been removed, or somebody who has kind of like outstayed their welcome, overstayed their welcome. And there are people who are loyal or support your claim to the throne, if you will. So this dog is representative of loyalty or some sort of reliable friend, right? And then we have the ring. So this could be somebody who's realizing that you are exactly who they want in their life in terms of love, but because we're talking more so like justice and karma, I feel like it's worth mentioning that we could also be talking about some sort of job or like your purpose or calling in life. Hi, Patricia. How's it going? Let's continue with the Rider-Waite. Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The Lovers in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse. It feels to me like we're dealing with a situation where somebody was refusing to work with others or collaborate or maybe plan for a successor or an heir, somebody who is supposed to take over when somebody retired or perhaps kicked bucket. Sorry for the disrespectful reference of death, but this person seems to have wanted to assume they were never going to die. This is somebody who thought that they could do so much more, and as a result got a little bit like maniacal in their determination that they had to be the person to do XYZ. This is somebody who started to be a little bit delusional, like the kind of person who looks for facts just to support their claims and not necessarily look at the entire report or study. So there was a desire to kind of bash or not really appreciate somebody's rise, somebody's clear, like, ascension. But really, what I'm talking about is somebody who has stood up and made it clear that they are worthy of leadership or that they would do well by whatever enterprise this is. There is, again, a number of people who really respect or admire this person. This could be you. And for some, that's been a departure from how they originally felt. With the Hanged Man, that can indicate we've had some sort of change in perspective here. That, basically meant somebody assumed that there wouldn't be another competitor that could really, I don't know, like, best them. Judgment in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was a little too quick to assume that they would win. Six of Wands in the reverse, overly confident, even cocky. And then with the Six of Pentacles coming out sideways, it's almost like even if the battle were somehow easier for the incumbent than the person who's competition, the competition would still win. It's like there's a very clear differentiation here. One person is better suited than the person who's actually currently got that role or that power. For some of you, this is about parenting. But again, I feel like for most of you, this is more so to do with your calling or what your purpose is, right? What else do we have? This is the Marigold Tarot. Ace of Rings in the reverse. This is the Ace of Pentacles, by the way. With it being in the reverse and then kind of clarified here by the Queen of Rings or Queen of Pentacles sideways, there's a loss of loyalty. Somebody who is quite loyal as a person, but responds accordingly if somebody has mistreated or disrespected them. There is a change in perspective or a change in title here. This could be a feminine energy who has changed how they view a particular situation. It doesn't have to be though. I do feel like it's somebody who has worked closely with you or has, a similar dream. There's some sort of collaboration here. Could even be like you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of thing. We have the Star again coming out. So we have the stars here and there. And then the Four of Cups in the reverse. Somebody is paying attention to what makes them happy, what helps them stay healed or feeling open-hearted or open-minded. Again, this is like coming across as a different approach than what, the existing leadership or incumbent is like. There's a more responsive, proactive approach as opposed to one that seems a bit heartless or outdated. Four of Rings in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Chariot, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, there's kind of an unspoken request that somebody let go and stop holding so tightly onto what power they have here. And maybe even an invitation for them to start a new project or to have some other kind of leadership. And I don't think they want to look at it. If you can see the skeleton on the tricycle or bicycle, whatever it is trying really hard not to look at the Two of Wands, which would be a new path, a new course to chart, right? There's a desire to avoid moving forward because they're comfortable where they are and they like the control they have. We have the Queen of Swords again, so we could be dealing with an air sign here. So that would be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And with the Five of Cups in the reverse, we've got somebody here who has been able to move beyond and not necessarily worry about what kinds of betrayals or disappointments have happened along the way. There's still a willingness to focus on what you need to accomplish, right? So somebody has really demonstrated that they have what it takes to remain level-headed during difficult situations. We're going to use the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Temperance in the reverse. This is like coming across to me as the needs of the organization, the family, the business have changed, and whoever was at some point an excellent leader is no longer fitting the bill. They don't understand the world. The world is not the same, is how I'm taking this world in the reverse card. So it isn't working, and somebody is trying to pretend that it does work. It's like, the emperor in his new clothes or whatever that fable was. Ace of Wands. And the moon in the reverse. So there's a desire here to have control over a handoff or a transition in power. And somebody is kind of coming across here as overreaching or maybe a little bit desperate, a little bit out of their mind, unwilling to look at the facts or the actual science or data. Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Again, somebody is holding on. And with the Eight of Swords here, it's making somebody feel like they're stuck. They can't naturally progress. So this is like somebody is ready to step into that leadership role, but then is told to just like kind of wait in the lobby for like another year. This is all due to somebody's selfishness or greediness. They do not want to give up the power or start something different. And so with the Empress in the reverse and Four of Cups, there's an attempt to kind of frame a situation as more difficult or just like an entirely different picture than it actually is to try to justify somebody staying in that position or in that control. All right, let's continue with the Kipper. Expectation in the reverse, distant horizons. So there is an unexpected winner. I'm right now, for some reason, thinking about Jesse Ventura and how nobody in Minnesota really thought he would win the governorship, and he did. So there's something a little bit out of left field that is happening in terms of a desire for change. Oh, change. Literally, as I said it. And it's like a passing of the torch. There may be a marriage or some sort of Four of Wands is marriage, by the way, or can be marriage. That has somebody feeling a sense of concern. There may be a family related reason for somebody to step away from a job or responsibility, but they're trying to minimize that or not pay attention to that. There could also be a marriage that is basically making it seem like now is the right time for somebody to step down. We've got wealthy man in the reverse, but we could have somebody who's trying to stay in power as a bit of a money grab. All right, we're going to continue with the everyday tarot. Seven of Wands in the reverse. We have somebody here who's been acting a little unreasonably, and I think there are other people that have been picking up on this, realizing that somebody has been a little bit difficult to manage. There may have even been an incident that required law enforcement to show up with the Chariot here. We have the Chariot come out here as well. So otherwise, there's just a very clear departure in terms of the consensus or how people view a specific approach or maybe 5-year plan. And it's coming across as delayed or not forward thinking enough. Just like feels like somebody or some organization wants new blood, like a new collaboration. They don't want to collaborate anymore with the same leading entity. We have the Ten of Cups and the Moon. There may have been some sort of hidden arrangement or hidden benefit. This could be like kickbacks or something a little bit unusual here that somebody was really like reticent to lose. Hi, Ivan. How are you doing? Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Four of Wands in the reverse, and Ace of Pentacles. So this is like avoidance. Somebody who feels like if they just don't communicate or don't take action on a request for some sort of like new beginning or new chapter, new leadership, that they don't have to worry about the fact that the foundation below them is crumbling. That Four of Wands in the reverse is like saying, by the way, we don't have a functional front door, so you're going to have to come in the window. There's something wrong here in terms of the core needs for foundation. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is like the right time and the right place. There's a perfect leader or somebody else that can come in and make sense of whatever this mess is if somebody would, step aside. This is like Frank on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia pretending he's a doctor. Like, you're cute and all, but like step aside. Duct tape isn't gonna like really help the situation. All right, let's use some of the zodiac fortune telling cards and then we'll call it a day. You have a few trustworthy friends and one unexpected enemy, so be a little cautious. So remember, we do have a change in loyalty here, right? You have very good friends. You have been long loved by somebody that you least suspect. So you have an unexpected enemy and an unexpected love interest. Sounds like a good day. A secret of something unimportant. And this person who is not trustworthy, this unexpected enemy, is going to try to convince you of something being motivation for you to take action or make a decision, or perhaps not take action, and you're being encouraged to really, verify whatever it is people try to explain to you or give you insight into. Be very careful in what you tell others, and also, of course, keep some of those insights to yourself. And you've got wealth inherited from an unexpected quarter. So money headed your way and possibly some power. So I think mum's the word is a good piece of advice. There are people there that you cannot trust, and there's also somebody who's hoping to be of assistance to you. So use your intuition and make sure you're looking for intent. I think you'll be just fine. I hope the reading was good for you, and I will see you on the next reading. Hopefully, I'll have another one yet today. I think probably a random, not one that I told you about in my post yesterday. So I'll see you there. Have a good one, guys.